What is going on, you guys? It's your girl Diana, back at you with another YouTube video. These 7-star Infernape raids are just around the corner, so today I'll be going over some counters that you might want to bring in order to take them down. So let's go ahead and hop into it. So per usual, before we hop into the actual counters, let's take a peek at what we might be going up against once we get into the raids. So this Infernape will of course be level 100 since it is a 7-star Tera raid battle and is normally a fire and fighting type Pokemon. However, for this raid it is going to have the rock Tera type. Like most of the other 7-stars, it will likely have its hidden ability, which is Iron Fist, which means that any punch based attacks actually have a 1.2 times power, except for Sucker Punch. Not that one. That one's not affected. As for its stats, it does have an HP stat of 76, an attack stat of 104, a defense stat of 71, a special attack stat of 104, a special defense stat of 71, and a speed stat of 108. Moveset wise, I can definitely see them taking advantage of the Iron Fist ability and giving it a ton of punching moves like Fire Punch since it is normally a fire type Pokemon, Drain Punch since it's also normally a fighting type Pokemon, Thunder Punch for some coverage, and of course since it does have the rock Tera type, definitely a rock type move like Stone Edge, or maybe even another coverage type move like Acrobatics. Overheat, since technically its physical and special attack are literally the same. Maybe something like Bulk Up in order to set itself up and raise its attack and defense by 1 stage. Or maybe even something annoying like Will-O-Wisp to nerf any physical attackers that you might want to bring. But now that we have a bit of an idea of what we might be going up against in the actual raid, let's go ahead and hop into the counters. So per usual, I do have 2 options for attack Pokemon and 2 options for support Pokemon, so you can pick whichever side you'd like to be on. And technically you can hit it on both the physical and special side, however both of my attackers are physical attackers. But starting off with good old reliable, you can always bring your Infernape, which you of course want to be level 100 and is normally a fighting and ghost type Pokemon. For this raid, you are going to want it to have the fighting Tera type, and you're going to want to have it holding the covert cloak item, which does just stop any type of secondary effect from a move. As for its EVs, you are going to want to give it full HP and full attack with an adamant nature, and it does have the ability Defiant, which means that if it gets any of its stats lowered, it is actually going to boost its attack stat. As for its moveset, you are going to want to give it Taunt, Drain Punch, Bulk Up, and Screech. Taunt is going to stop Infernape from using anything like Bulk Up. Bulk Up is for you to set up. Screech is going to lower defense, and Drain Punch is going to be your hard-hitting fighting type move that will deal super effective damage, and it also has the added benefit of giving you HP recovery. So for that reason, this is probably going to be your best bet for a solo strategy if you don't have a group to go into the raid with. However, just stay tuned for the solo strategy after the raids do go live. Another great and reliable option for this raid is going to be Iron Hands, which you of course also want to be level 100 and is normally a fighting and electric type Pokemon. You are also going to want it to have the fighting Tera type for this raid as well, and its held item is going to be Booster Energy, which once it's consumed is going to boost its most proficient stat, and that's thanks to its ability Quark Drive. As for its EV spread, it is going to be full HP and full attack with an adamant nature as well, and for its moveset, you're going to want to give it Close Combat, Drain Punch, Belly Drum, and Sword Dance. Sword Dance and Belly Drum are both there for you to set up, of course, and Drain Punch is going to do the exact same thing that it does on Infernape. It's going to deal super effective damage and give you HP recovery, and then Close Combat is another option to deal super effective damage. However, it does have the small drawback of you lowering your defense and special defense. Moving on to our support Pokemon, a great option for this raid would be Gastrodon, which of course is also level 100 and is normally a water and ground type Pokemon. And like I always say, ignore the Teras on the support Pokemon because you typically don't have to Tera those. For its health item, you are going to want it to hold the Citrus Berry for some HP recovery. And for its EVs, you are going to want it to have full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. As for its moveset, you're going to want to go with Mud Slap, Chilling Water, Recover, and Helping Hand. Mud Slap does a bit of damage and also lowers accuracy. Chilling Water is going to do a little bit of damage as well and is also going to lower Infernape's attack. Recover is there for you to recover your HP, and Helping Hand is there for you to help your attacker. And for our final support Pokemon, you can never go wrong with good old reliable Grimmsnarl, which you of course want to be level 100 as well and is normally a dark and fairy type Pokemon. For its held item, you're also going to want it to hold the Citrus Berry for HP recovery, and its EVs are going to be the exact same, full HP and full defense with a defense boosting nature. As for its moveset, you're going to want to go with Taunt, Reflect, Chilling Water, and Misty Terrain. Taunt is going to once again stop any type of setup on Infernape's part. Reflect is going to be there for you to take those big physical hits a lot better. Chilling Water is going to do a bit of chip damage as well as lower attack, and then Misty Terrain is actually going to prevent any type of status effects. So if it does have something like Will-O-Wisp, it won't be able to burn you. But there you have it. That is a couple of options that you might want to bring in order to take down the Infernape raids. Per usual, leave a comment down below with what you're planning on bringing, as I'm sure people would love more options, and since I only gave you options for physical attackers, maybe you have a special attacker option. But that's gonna go ahead and wrap it up for today's video. Hope you guys found this video helpful, and if you did, I kindly suggest that you consider subscribing so that I can continue to make content for you guys. And if you are already subscribed and you would like another way to support the channel, feel free to check out the merch store. There is a link down below in the description that takes you to not only my merch store, but also all of my other socials so you can keep up with what I'm doing on a daily basis. But thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you to those of you who have joined the channel as members. I appreciate you all so much. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!